Hey everybody, Livingston here. Today we're jumping into The Outer Limits Season 1, Episode 3, The Architects of Fear. I haven't watched this episode, looking forward to jumping into it, but before we do, let's jump into the comments section and see what you had to say about last week's episode, The 100 Days of the Dragon. William Curry 4868 says, this is something to see here, and to see how things stay the same at times and are different too. Yeah, very true. That's just how life is, that you kind of go through these rhythms that seem to keep coming throughout life and even history itself. I mean, they even say history likes to repeat itself from time to time and that we should learn from it in a lot of ways, but sometimes you don't. And because of that, things stay very much the same in a lot of respects because we don't seem to evolve past our way of thinking, past where we're at presently, and we can't seem to move past that for some reason. And it's sad to say, but that's just the way the world is. But a lot of times we do advance, we do seem to go forward, and we don't, we kind of learn from our ways, but a lot of times we don't. It's like 90% of the time it is the latter of the argument. But we just got to live and keep on trucking going forward, I guess. Also, he says, I really enjoyed the music for this episode and wished it had been used more often. Very true. I enjoyed the music as well. Very different from what I heard in even the Twilight Zone. It just had its own rhythm. It had its own theme, and I very much enjoyed that for this episode. Ben Rositas 8068 says, the music is pretty interesting, which he is quoting me here. I was just thinking that before you said that the music sounds like it could fit into a movie like Conan the Barbarian. Yeah, true, it did have that kind of vibe, didn't it? Jonathan Stein says, this episode makes for a pretty good spy thriller of the time period it was made, really capturing Cold War fears of communist infiltration. Yeah, this is definitely true, and I think those fears are always a thing in a lot of governments. Just possibility of the enemy getting into your system and slowly taking over from within, much like in Captain America, the Winter Soldier, where Hydra was slowly taking over Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Enrique Minot 9963 says, the episode was made just 1 year after the movie The Manchurian Candidate was released, a movie with similar theme of a communist agent inserted into the U.S. with the intention of assassination. True, I mean, that is a different aspect of it. It's like brainwashing somebody within our system to kill the person in power. They even made a remake of it in 2004, I think, with Denzel Washington being that character that ends up being taken over. Thanks for the comments, everybody, and let's get into the actual episode. Rockets. Well, that looked like stock footage. Run, everyone!
Is this the beginning of the end?
Uh-oh.
Or do we merely run now and pray later?
I just try to find a place you can hide. Unless this is a nuclear bomb. It's a nuclear bomb. You can't run from that. Unless you have a shelter.
We're bound to have more such accidents. These nations must unite. We must make them unite.
Yeah, how?
We're here today to proceed with our plan.
What's in the box?
It is one of us who must submit to that ordeal.
Ooh, submit to it. I don't want to submit to anything that's screeching in the box. The Architects of Fear. Special guest star. Yeah, aren't they all special guest stars? There's a new cast every week. This one's very special.
Whenever a bacteria invasion strikes, or a fire rages, or a wild beast roams the streets, men stop fighting each other and work together to save themselves.
True. Independence Day, anybody?
That is the only answer. If all the men of the earth are threatened by an enemy from a hostile planet, we are going to create that enemy out of someone in this room. Our studies, our surgical procedures, our entire plan is perfected. The man who's chosen will be as perfect as that thing in there.
Perfect. So you change a person. Oh. Come out. Don't eat it. Don't eat my hand. What's going on? Wow.
We've all written our names.
I'll be hoping I don't get picked. Who picks the name? He does. The winner is...
Alan Layton.
Oh, just happens to be the guy at the very end of the table.
Yeah, a little higher to the left. Ah.
That's nice.
Now, if you can't say so, there's no shame.
We've been through all this.
I know it. I don't think it's sunk in yet.
Turning into a different being, that would really be stressful. I mean, do you have family? Do you have loved ones? Anyone to say goodbye to? And build up the tension of getting this injection. Are you sure you want to do this?
No turning back, Alan.
Yes.
Alan!
Uh-oh, your lady.
I'll be there in a moment, darling. Go ahead.
He just doesn't care.
Hi. Did I break up something important?
Yes, me turning into another creature. How do you feel about that, honey?
Arthur. Something about the eyes red and glassy? Oh, come on.
I can window shop here. I'm a married woman.
No baby for you.
That's what I came in town for today. To see him. Everything's okay. It's just beating now. I can have quintuplets if I want to.
Are you changing your mind?
If something happened to me, how would you raise a child alone?
Happened to you? Mark against evil.
Well, bad things are going to happen, my friend.
I'm jumping for air.
That's the expected reaction, Alan. I'll relieve pressure in a minute, so steady yourself. You'll fall back.
Oh, about to pass out.
Pressure will go up to 7 atmospheres. Put on your oxygen mask.
Oh. Come on, dude, you can do it. Hopefully you can do it.
You all right?
No, man, I feel like shit.
How was it?
Invigorating.
Oh, yes, I see a long journey in your future.
Cell structure's taking the nitrogen. The transfer should go smoothly.
How long until I begin to sound like that?
You lie here and rest, huh? For at least an hour.
All right, 1 hour.
Yeah, you better begin winding up your activities and decide how best to arrange your death.
Yep, that's a lot to think about. Cutting ties with everything and everyone you know. I don't think I could be able to do it. That's what you're going to be. They should have found somebody who's like alone, no ties to anybody. Be a chance at something different and new. My bags are packed.
You have to go. Rue of all places.
I didn't pick it.
Gonna die in a plane crash?
Sometimes I wish you'd just take some plain old teaching job in a college in Podunk.
What's the fun in that?
A little late now, folks.
Still, I wish you high-powered scientific brains would do something about this world.
Makes sense.
We could use a few good, normal years ourselves.
You know what we really need? To stop fighting among ourselves. Something else to fight. Somebody else. That'll scare us all right out of our skins.
Like the aliens?
That's a gorgeous solution.
Not a bad idea. I mean, it is true. It would bring everybody together like, oh, what's this horrible thing coming towards Earth, like an asteroid or this massive mothership carrying 15-mile-wide discs. It definitely makes everybody go, we should probably stop fighting amongst ourselves and maybe concentrate on that up there. Who is it?
Mark against evil.
Alan,
Howdy.
we made a spectroscopic analysis and came up with something that fits Theta's mineral formation. 4 times the tensile strength of steel.
That's cool.
To give you the correct re-entry angle. And you'll follow the flight pattern right to the UN.
Where do you want me to land? In the middle of the street?
No, right on the terrace in front of the Secretariat.
I miss by 100 feet, I'll be in the East River.
Don't worry. You better start learning to pilot your ship, Alan.
So he's going to act like he's an alien, land at the UN, and hopefully they don't kill him.
Learn quick, Alan. We've got a lot of work to do back at the lab. In fact, we should return tonight.
What does that do?
Cigarette?
No.
Any unusual reactions to the treatment?
Some? Well, I can only sleep for about 20 minutes at a time, then I wake up in a sweat. Think about never seeing Yvette again, it gets bad.
Come on, don't sit on your fears. Uncork. That's courage, Alan, of the highest order. Grace under fire.
You told her yet? Well, you're gonna have to. You can't keep her hanging. You're not hearing from me.
Waiting until they compose the telegram. I'll do it today. She's coming by for lunch.
Uh-oh, you better not be seen. Feel like something along those lines are gonna come to fruition. She'll see him or learn what's going on, and...
Phil, help!
Here.
You haven't heard from Alan, of course.
Actually, I have. He's dead.
Yes, I have.
Why didn't he write to me?
It's something bad. Dead. Accept it.
Why wasn't it in the papers?
I suppose it will be if they ever find the plane.
So they're giving you no closure, giving you a little bit of hope. Maybe he's lost in the Andes. He's lost. I was about to say jungle.
If he were dead, I'd know it.
You'd feel it in the force?
Let me take you.
No, not true. From here to maternity, everything for the expectant mother. Look what you're giving up. Future, family, oh well.
Except, of course, we have massive restructuring to do. I'll do our first procedure on the digestive tract, combining the esophagus and trachea in one tube.
Oh, slowly turning.
Well, I know what you're thinking. It'll facilitate healing, but,
Turning into a lizard.
I was a little wobbly. Like I was seasick.
when did it start?
Just now.
It could be yesterday's shots, but it should pass. How bad is it?
How's Yvette?
Not good. She misses you.
Phil, you will take care of her.
Oh yeah, I will.
Doctor. Why not all major work? Stomach, lungs, gas diffusion in one operation.
Healing will take weeks. How do we keep him alive?
We can handle it directly through the bloodstream.
I think it's too much.
Easier on him than going through it 2 or 3 times.
Uh-oh, trying to see in double. Whoa. That's odd.
It's getting worse. Alan.
I'm really able to fly.
Are you aware of that? Come on, Alan. Snap out of it.
Getting crazy, man.
Hello, but Dr. Gaynor. These mad doctors here, constant as you are of the space-time continuum,
He's going loco. Losing his mind.
to send me on my long journey.
Okay, now. Come on, lie down.
According to fact.
You go night-night. Whoa. You're hurting your buddy. Coming to your senses now? Oh no. Thought he was being nice.
We better tie him down.
You better catch him first.
Probably need more people too.
Be eyes over baby pout. Come on, skitter along here on your little rat's feet. I am Callahan. Caliban.
Caliban.
Bob, our black sheep, have you any quail upstairs, downstairs in my lady's nightshade? All around the town, crying through the locks. Are the children in their beds? Stay back. You think your pudgy little hands can hold Prometheus?
What's wrong with him? Oh, that's what you're gonna turn into.
I turn on this X-ray machine and it's no more you. To heaven, on little Rentgen rays. Go around that way, get his attention. Come on.
Oh, he's calling home.
I want to talk to my son!
Is the wife here?
Who is it?
Hang up.
Who is it?
It's your husband.
Who's there?
Well, at least they got his mouth covered before he was able to say anything. Friend.
We've had to keep you under sedation.
It's a nightmare. You did a lot while I was out.
Did I hurt anybody?
You hurt me.
Prepare you for surgery.
I planned the surgery. Hello? Don't go in.
You mustn't come in here.
My husband worked.
Please stay outside, Miss.
See, Dr. Gaynor.
Hey, we're getting ready to do surgery, man.
To get Alan's things. And the strangest feeling came over me.
Like?
I have the feeling he's here.
You can't keep on with these morbid fantasies.
The other night, the phone. There was no one there, but...
Yvette, now stop. Dead. Accept it.
Yeah.
You've got a baby to think about now.
He heard that. I feel like she's gonna break her way in or something.
Body temperature?
Breathe in, breathe out. Alright, something's gotta give here.
We can suture the abdominal wall.
It's all yours. Starting in the lung cavity. Attach artificial lung.
All right.
Lungs removed. Attach nitrogen system.
Better fix the fluid balance first. He's coming from a dry planet.
This sucks to have to do this to yourself in order to...
Move. Artificial lung isn't handling load.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did she break because she felt him pass away?
Detach artificial lung.
Is he dead? Breathe. He's alive. We did it, Doctor. All right, go home now. Stop being sad in our hallways. We have work to do. The patient. Going to the next level. Finally give up. I'm going home.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, kind of.
You can answer us. You're hooked into the voice box. It'll make the sound for you. Come on, Alan. Keep at it. Imagine how it felt to speak.
I'm trying.
Odd sensation to speak with nothing moving.
Huh.
Occasional eyeballs, itch, headache,
How about psychological reactions?
deep depression, but feel removed. Thoughts primitive. Dream of Yvette.
Dream of his wife.
Dr. Herschel's been coordinating plans for your space shot. He wants to talk to you.
I just spoke to our people on the atoll. We're flying you out. The plan is to send you into orbit as a weather satellite. They have no idea, of course, that we're doing.
Cool.
You will be retro-rocketed to the pre-designated position. At arrival, proceed directly to the General Assembly. That more can come at any moment.
A laser weapon. Use it only as an emergency.
Seems like a suicide mission.
Anything you want to say before?
Can it really work?
It's a big guess.
I put your probability of success at 70, 80%.
I did need that. Thanks.
You're welcome. That's one way to transport him, in a coffin. Phew, I guess he's not going to see his wife. I kind of thought they were going to have a moment together when he's an alien.
Knowledge of whose existence is denied by everyone. It is now descending to Earth. It will enter our atmosphere at 11:49 a.m., approximately 10 minutes from now.
Dear God.
Stay tuned to this station for the latest developments.
Is there any indication of it?
The re-entry pattern is off.
Where's it going?
At 11:49, the capsule entered the Earth's atmosphere and all radio contact was lost. Officials are speculating.
Wouldn't that be something? All of a sudden it exploded in re-entry. There it is.
There he is.
Uh-oh. Hunters. Coming in for a landing.
Hey, you guys, come here. Hey, Bert, you think that's that mystery thing they've been talking about on TV? Let's go take a look.
Good idea. This guy's gonna shoot him. I just have a feeling that's what's gonna happen.
Ginger!
No, Ginger. Yep, run away.
Let's get out of here. What's that?
It's an alien, and that's a laser gun. Shoot a warning. My car. I don't think insurance is gonna cover that. Oh dear. No! You... Is she like psychically linked or something?
United Laboratories. Hurry.
Where's my husband? I feel him. Did all that just to end up back where he started. What's that? Oh, that's weird. Look, What the hell? Dear God. Honey, it's not what's on the outside, it's what's on the inside. And he's dead, or he's going to die. All that work for nothing.
It's Alan!
Yvette! Please try to understand. We thought that...
You effed up, man.
I know what you thought. But how could you think?
It could have been any of us. We drew lots.
Men like you, using tricks. A scarecrow would change everything.
What a sad ending this is.
You killed him. And for what?
If he could go so far to save us all, maybe everywhere people, all of us, might be shamed into stooping just a little to save ourselves.
There is no magic substitute for soft caring and hard work. If we can learn this from the mistake these frightened men made, then their mistake will not have been merely grotesque. A lesson at last to be learned.
What a bummer of a ending of an episode, huh? Well, that was The Architects of Fear. It was definitely a dark episode. I think the darkest one out of the 3 that I've watched so far. I just kind of knew what was going to happen at the end. I knew he wasn't going to make it to the UN, and he wasn't going to, bring peace to the world. It was kind of sad in that respect that he didn't actually go through with his mission, and his wife ended up seeing him for what he was at the very end, and as well as his friend. His friend was like, he was trying to succeed in making the world a better place, and it just didn't happen. And it's sad. I hate those kind of episodes where it ends on a sad note. The wife is going to have a baby without the husband, and no clue how her story is going to wind up. But I don't know. Let me know, comment below. What did you think of this episode? And let's jump into some trivia and see what it took to get this episode off the ground. When this episode first aired, the alien was deemed too frightening to show by several ABC affiliates. They instead showed a black screen whenever the alien appeared and showed footage of the alien later during the evening news. This was the last episode to include the extended intro sequence. The brief shot of Alan Layton midway through his transition into an alien creature was devised by actor Robert Culp and makeup artist Fred B. Phillips, and was filmed without the knowledge or participation of director Byron Haskin. When Alan has his first psychotic breakdown, he calls himself Caliban. In William Shakespeare's The Tempest, Caliban is the son of an evil witch and what might have been a demon. He is possibly demented, certainly dangerous, and the only entity on Prospero's island not gifted with human shape. While writing the novel Watchmen in the early 1980s, it was brought to author Alan Moore's attention that the final act of the novel broadly resembled the plot of The Architects of Fear. Moore worked this odd trivia into one of the novel's final scenes by having Sally Jupiter watching The Outer Limits on her TV. During the opening sequence, when the scientists are watching a nuclear doomsday scenario film, the scenes of terrified people running in the streets are looking up and taken from the films It Came from Beneath the Sea and The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms. The operating theater's set was used again in the following episode, The Man with the Power. When Yvette Layton walked down the steps of the research facility to follow up an intuitive link with her husband, she cast a shadow of being pregnant even though she wasn't showing yet during the rest of the program. The footage of the spacecraft doing loops in the sky was also used in Specimen Unknown. Well, that's it for this episode. Let me know, comment below what you thought of it, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to continue on this voyage of watching all of the original Outer Limits. Until next time, see you later.